Now we'll discuss how to balance the redox reactions in chemistry. As you know, 90% of the reactions in chemistry are redox reaction, and most of the students, they face problem in balancing the redox reactions, especially the ionic equations, and also especially in the basic medium. So they learn different methods to balance the redox reaction in acidic medium as well as in basic medium. Now we'll simplify the things, and I'll explain you only the one method which you can use in acidic medium as well as in the basic medium, with 2 extra steps, that's all. So first I'll explain how to balance the redox reaction in acidic medium. Then we extend the same final equation into the basic medium. So it's a balancing of redox reaction. Now suppose this is a reaction given to you, MnO4 minus plus I minus gives MnO2 plus I2. Now suppose you have to balance this reaction in acidic medium first. So you have to follow the following steps, and the step number 1 is split the redox reaction into 2 half reactions. Redox reaction into 2 half reactions. For example, MnO4 minus changes to MnO2 and I minus changes to I2. Then the step number 2 is balance all atoms except O and H. All atoms except oxygen and hydrogen. So in the first equation, manganese is already balanced. In the second equation, we balance the I by writing 2 on the left hand side. Then the step number 3 is balance oxygens, O atoms, by adding water. So in the first equation, we write 2 water molecules on the right hand side to balance the oxygen atom. In the second equation, there is no oxygen, so there is no need to write any water on any side of the reaction. Then the step number 4 is balance hydrogens by adding H plus ions. So in the first equation, we write 4 H plus ions on the left hand side to balance the hydrogen atom, MnO2 plus twice of water. In the second equation, there is no hydrogen, so no water on any side of the reaction. Now step 5 is balance the charge by adding electrons. So in the first equation, we write 3 electrons on the left hand side to balance the charge. So the net charge on the right hand side is 0 and the left hand side should also be 0. So we have added 3 electrons to make the charge on the left hand side equals to 0. And 2I minus gives I2. We write 2 electrons on the right hand side to balance the charge. Now since this is loss of electron, this is called oxidation and this is called reduction. Now step number 6 is write the net redox reaction. After balancing the electrons. So we multiply the first equation by 2 and the second equation by 3. The whole equation you have to multiply by 2 and the second equation by 3. So before you add these 2 half reactions, you have to balance the electrons. So my net redox reaction is this: twice of MnO4 minus plus 6I minus plus 8H positive to give twice of MnO2 plus 3 iodine plus 4H2O. So this is my redox reaction, the balanced redox reaction in acidic medium. So this is my redox reaction, the net redox reaction in acidic medium. Now suppose the given question is balance the redox reaction in the basic medium. So you have to just write 2 extra steps after this. Now in basic medium, if the medium is basic, so you don't have to learn another series of steps to balance the redox reaction in basic medium. You just extend this by writing 2 extra steps. So if the medium is basic, you add OH minus ions equals to H plus ions on both sides. On both sides. Now since you have 8 H plus ions, so we add 8 OH minus ions on the left hand side, and we also add 8 OH minus ions on the right hand side. Now this 8H positive and 8 OH negative, they combines to give 8 water. So this is equivalent to 8 water, but since we have 4 water on the right hand side, we cancel them and we write net 4 waters only on the left hand side. So now this is my balanced redox reaction in the basic medium. So this way you can simplify the things by extending the same equation, same method of balance and redox in acidic medium to alkaline medium by adding OH minus ion equals to H plus ions on both sides. So you don't have to learn another series of steps to balance the redox in basic medium. Now we can take one more example. Now suppose you are given this disproportionation reaction and you have to balance this in basic medium. Since OH minus is already written on the left hand side, it means the medium is basic. So even if we write the medium basic, you first balance the redox in acidic medium. So Cl2, the step number 1, split the redox into 2 half reaction. So Cl2 is changing to Cl minus. So Cl2 is also changing to ClO3 minus. Now step number 2, balance all atoms except O and H. So we are balancing the chlorine, writing 2 on the right hand side in both the half reactions. Now step number 3, balance oxygen by adding water. So in this case there is no need to write water because there is no oxygen. In this case we write 6 water on the left hand side. Now step number 4 is balance all hydrogens by adding H plus ions. So again no H plus ion in the first half reaction, but in the second half reaction we write 12 H plus ions on the right hand side. Now step number 5 is balance the charge by adding electrons. So Cl2 minus plus 2 electrons to give 2 Cl minus. So we are adding 2 electrons on the left hand side. Now Cl2 plus it was 6 H2O gives twice of ClO3 minus plus 12 H positive. So we are adding now in this case 10 electrons on the right hand side to balance the charge. Now step number 6 is addition of 2 half reactions. 2 half reactions after balancing the electrons. After balancing electrons. So we are multiplying the first equation by 5 and then adding the 2 half reactions. So my net redox reaction is this. It gives you a 6Cl2 plus 6H2O gives 10Cl negative plus 2ClO3 negative plus it gives you 12H positive. Now this equation not a simple whole number ratio. We convert this into simple whole number ratio by writing 3Cl2 3H2O, dividing the whole equation by 2, 5Cl negative plus ClO3 negative plus 6H positive. Now since the medium was basic, since the given medium was basic, we add 6 OH negative ions on both sides. So we write 3Cl2 plus 3H2O plus 6 OH negative gives 5Cl negative plus ClO3 negative plus 6H positive 6 OH negative. Now 6H positive 6 OH negative, they are equivalent to 6 water and cancel 3 water on the left hand side. So my net redox reaction in basic medium is 3Cl2 plus 6 OH negative to give 5Cl negative plus ClO3 negative plus 3H2O. So this is a very simple way to balance the redox reaction in the basic medium. So you don't have to learn another set of steps to balance the redox in the basic medium. Just extend the acidic medium balancing to basic by writing 2 extra steps. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. And if you need more information about these topics, then please click the link given below in the box.